Well, the Florida Gators take on the Houston Cougars in the NCAA Men's College Basketball Championship game tonight on CBS. Tip-off is slated for 8:50 p.m. Eastern. And Houston rallied past Duke Saturday night, scoring 9 points in the final 35 seconds to pull off a 70-67 comeback win and make it to the title game. Florida star Walter Clayton Jr. scored a game-high 34 points to lead his squad past Auburn 79-73. And the women of UConn rolled to their first NCAA basketball title since 2016, easily beating last year's champion South Carolina 82-59. The Huskies led by 10 points at halftime, 20 points after 3 quarters. Then they never looked back. CBS Sports basketball writer Isabel Gonzalez was courtside for the big game in Tampa and joins us now. Isabel, good morning. What impressed you the most about this dominant win?
Good morning. I think what was impressive was that, in a way, it didn't feel like UConn was doing anything particularly different or special than they have recently. And it was a team win, of course. It was Paige Becker's last game, but she didn't necessarily have to take over. It was a really nice moment to see kind of like the future of UConn, because you saw AC Flood take over and Sarah Strong take over, 2 players who are returning. So that's what was really cool. She didn't have to have like a huge game. This was a full team effort, and UConn never really left, but now they finally got that championship, after a while.
Now, Isabel, you mentioned Paige Becker finally getting a national championship, and she's now projected to be the #1 WNBA draft pick. What did she mean to this year's team?
For her, she's such a special player because her style is not very flashy. She doesn't have to score all the time. She doesn't have to have like a crazy highlight reel. She made her teammates better, and a lot of that stuff you didn't see on that box score. But she was like her team's biggest cheerleader. Just a few days earlier, she had talked about how AC Flood has such an amazing shooting form, so everybody should believe in her. And she does stuff like that with all her teammates all the time. If you watch her doing games, she celebrates her teammates' accomplishments more than her own. So for her, she's really good on offense, defense. She's a very complete player, but I think for me, that's what she does the best, just make everybody better.
Now, I want to ask about Gino Auriemma, UConn's coach, emotional on the court after this win. Put this championship in perspective amid his incredible career.
I mean, number 12, that's more than anybody else in men's or women's college basketball. It's so amazing that watching UConn win this one was like, oh, they're back. Like I said earlier, like they never left. And it's so crazy to think of how many Final Fours he's guided UConn to. It was like 16 of the last 17. That's crazy. And we have such a high standard for UConn, and he meets that standard every single year. And his down years are not even down years by most people's standards. So he's such an iconic coach. I think he knows how to create the right culture as well. So it's not really a surprise that UConn's still here and that legacy is, still going. I think he could do more if he wanted to stay, but if he wanted to wrap it up, that would also be okay. He's just amazing. He already made the history books, and his accomplishments, I don't know if anybody could do the same.
Now, Isabel, we've seen the popularity of women's basketball just grow and grow and grow. How did this compare to last year's tournament? Are there more people watching and paying attention?
I think every year there have been more fans, whether it's, around the city and the arena, or even just, following on social media. I know this year, one of the biggest questions was like, who are the stars that we're going to be following? And I think there was a lot of star power the full season. And right now, it's not even just, like, let's watch the tournament, but you kind of start seeing more fans through the season and learning more about women's basketball, about the legacy of UConn. I think this win was really great to kind of, remind people that, yes, UConn's really good, but here's some of the players who made some achievements earlier too. And it's been really cool. You walk around, you see people with the Paige Becker's braids and everything. So that's awesome to see. It's a cultural thing now. It's not just, like a thing you watch in March.
Yeah, I think it's a watershed moment in college sports and in the WNBA. We're seeing that rise in popularity. Well, Isabel Gonzalez, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.